actually on?
Yep.
Oh, well, hello everybody. Welcome to Interior Nightmares. Ian's just commented on how I look today. I look tired. Okay, with good reason. I've been in and out of hospital with my little daughter. She's okay. It's just a little sick bug in the end. She's absolutely fine. But yeah, I am kind of tired today because, yeah, lack of sleep and all that. So I apologise for that. We'll film more of the car than me today. How about that, Ian? Happy?
Yep.
Cool. So Interior Nightmares. If you look up the top here, you will see we're going to have a little go at... well, seeing how far we can get with the interior. I can't imagine we're going to get all of it done, but we've got a full new carpet kit coming in, and we've got, well, this is the nightmare portion, is the actual leather interior itself. It was a nightmare picking it up, it was a nightmare buying it, and it's going to be a nightmare fitting it. So I think Interior Nightmares, quite a good title for today's today in there. Now, to be honest with you, I've never done this before. I've been given a few tips from other people on how to do it. One of those things is for it to be really, really warm in here. I've actually got two heaters. I've got this fan heater, and we've got a heater down here as well. We've debated whether or not to take the doors off. We'll see how irritating they get, but we reckon we can do it with the doors on. Now, problem is with this interior. So it's down here, look. I'm sure some of you guys are wondering why on earth is it blue? Look, if I'm being really honest, I didn't realise that you could actually send these chairs away and get them done. I thought it was something I'm going to have to do myself. So we searched all over eBay and we found an interior kit. I wish I'd never gone near the thing. To cut a long story short, basically, a guy on eBay said that he could provide these. We went up to Milton Keynes and then he basically stole my chairs for a month. It turns out the guy liked to take your money and do a lot of drugs. So I'd be interested to see if there's other stories out there that are similar to that. Do you remember that, Ian?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that was last year.
Yep.
And if I'm being really honest now, I've looked closer at his work. It's not amazing. But look, if I have to treat this as more of a kind of cover set until I can get to a pro that can do it properly for me, you know, at least it'll give me an interior, because if we compare it to what we did have, I had a nasty bit up here. Scared of this now. Yesterday I pulled this down and there's a great big spider on it. But shall we just show the viewers what we were dealing with? So I'm after an interior that looks better than this one. And I'm going to say cheese because it's going to be the thumbnail for the video. Put that in.
Shredded.
That is absolutely
shredded.
Done. I mean, the only part I'm going to need to save is this part here. I will obviously rebuild it, but this is the correct shape that goes at the back by that window. But yeah, I think there's no salvaging of that.
No.
Do you?
No.
That's very nasty. I don't know why it had a speaker as well, because the original Austin did not have
The speaker.
speakers, and that we've got the antenna for that as well.
Yeah.
I need to get rid of that. All right, let's get rid of that and see what we can do. Obviously, the first thing on the agenda is the carpet. I think that's the best place to start. In order for that to glue well, it needs to be warm and it needs to be clean. So I think our first job, let's get the Hoover out and give it a good Hoover out. First job, so we've gone with black carpet, and I think that's probably quite a good shout. I think that's going to look fairly smart.
Nice, yeah.
I couldn't really see anything else on the website that would kind of fit this job, because beige, I think that would have looked weird. Red,
Yeah.
well, because it's a different red, there'd be too many reds going on, and I know we've got a blue interior, but yeah, I think black kind of fits all, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to start with this back piece. I think that'd be fairly easy. Now, I'm just going to put a little disclaimer out there because I was just saying to Ian, this should really, ideally, have underlay in there. Now, I'm not really, well, it's not that I'm not bothering with it. I've actually got a few things that I want to do underneath the car, and I might have some things that I want to do before it's really finalised. So, really, this carpet that we're going to put in is not too temporary. You know, it'll be there. It will look good. But yeah, you know, in time, I'm going to put the underlay under there as well. So you won't see me spraying tons and tons of adhesive in here, because I might bring it out. Yes, a little bit similar to the seats, Ian.
Yeah.
I think there's things and repairs I want to do to the seats, but for now, I want to get the car back on the road. So yeah, let's not make it semi-permanent, but not too permanent. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. But it looks nice. Now we're just trying to debate whether or not
So that goes in there.
how to do this, and like I said, we don't really fully know, but at least this carpet is somewhat kind of cut out to the shapes it's meant to be.
I think that's right, yeah.
Yeah, and I think we'll start with the edges. So we're going to try and put the ones that go over there in, and possibly
Stick it, we'll just stick the carpet. We can always stick that later.
Well, do you not think it would bond a lot better if it was fully stuck on? Right, we're trying to work out how this goes. Trouble is, we have this piece here that obviously the seat foam will be connected to, and I bet there's loads
That
of.
is definitely been bonded.
I bet there's loads of Austin A30 people that are like, no, you're doing it wrong. But I think this will be glued to the seat. Obviously, I need to give this some TLC before we use that. But yeah, I think this little
get that
vinyl sill here going to do the honours. What is this? Contact adhesive. Nice.
Colour.
You can't really see it, can you? Moment of truth. From what we gather, I mean, we have got a diagram of how this carpet goes together, but the central pieces tend to overlap the side pieces, so all these rough edges kind of get hidden. Is that right, Ian?
Yeah.
So, yeah, our plan is, well, we very simply just using a little bit of contact adhesive on there around the sides, and like I said, in time I'll buy the underlay kit. I mean, the way I'm going to fix the floor for now will just be with the bolts that obviously hold in the carpet, the seat, sorry, and then yeah, like I said, once I find someone that can do great upholstery, I'm going to get them, hopefully employ them to have a look at my seats, and then we'll put the underlay in there properly. But yeah, for now, we can get this bit, the bit that runs along where Ian is there, behind the handbrake, get the sides on, and then the tricky, this bit's going to get really fiddly, because we've got all the controls and the heaters and stuff like that, so that's going to be a bit more intense. But we're starting off with the easy stuff first, aren't we, Ian?
Yep.
Ian seems to be quite good at this. You seem quite keen. I think you might need to come down lower on that though, because that needs to be in line.
Right.
Does that come down?
Yeah. That's it.
Right. Better give Ian some help in a bit. A little break, haven't we, Ian?
Oh yes.
We got disturbed. It's a really nice day. It's, actually, let's quickly show you. This never happens in the UK. Oh my God, the sun! It is actually a really nice day here, but it is still cold. So we're going to keep that door closed, and see if we can't crack on with this. So yeah, this bit gets a little bit more fiddly. We've got the handbrake over here. We've given it a nice amount of time to dry. And we're going to try and just cut the top of that off now, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
This is that piece in. Oh, how good does that look? Looks really good. Happy with that. I think black was a good choice. I know it looks a bit odd right now, but I think this will look good, don't you?
Yep.
Right, well, let's see if we can get this bit in then. So, in my head, this is going to go really well. Oh, he's already done it.
Yep.
Go on, get in there, Ian. Is that a nice sharp blade?
Yeah, it's sharp, yeah.
To be fair, that's done quite a nice job of that. I was going to say, did you want me to just hold that down? If I cut that level, so that's the level that you need to cut it. That's done a nice job of that, actually.
Yep.
You've done this before.
Well,
Yeah, if I just zoom in down here, this is looking really effective. That back corner looks lovely. It's been a long time since it's looked like that. Yeah, beautiful. Ian, we need to get out of 340 subscribers. We've been at 340 for a long time.
Oh.
Hopefully this is the episode that gets people inspired.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, don't worry. There we go. Give that a whirl. I can't actually reach it very well from here.
Up on the edge.
Bit of a pig. Ian, your arm's in the shot. So yeah, what we've got here is we've got this, obviously the heating vents here that allow the hot air to come down to the passengers' legs to keep it nice and cosy. Now this is the first obstacle. I think if we get the pig bar in,
Yeah.
I'll grab the pig bar and just gently pry it. We should be able to push that underneath.
No.
And this bit fits really quite well. Literally on screen, all you can see is black.
Right.
There we go. That's how it actually looks.
Get those lights.
Yeah, maybe get some lights. Yeah, so we know what we're doing. Oh, I found out why it blinks, Ian. Apparently when you have LED light on screen, it makes it flash like crazy.
Oh, okay.
So there might be a bit of that going on, guys. We do apologise. But because we're working with black interior, in order to show you what's going on, we need a bit more light down here. That looks good already.
Yeah. You get the top.
Stick it down the bottom. Well,
Yeah.
I reckon that heating duct's probably going to pin it in quite nicely, to be
Right.
fair. Where we're going to have real difficulty is obviously going to be where the controls for the for that are. I'm trying to think the best way to do that. Ian, can I just say something?
Yeah.
This is what behind the scenes looks like. Do you know what? In order to make things go nicely on YouTube, you don't realise what me and Ian do. Sometimes I put I actually velcro the things on my head, don't I? So yeah, here's the YouTubey light. Look, hopefully we can get a good angle. It's probably the best I can do. I'm just hoping it's not going to flash like mad. How's that? That's not too bad, is it? Right, I'll get the pig bar. I don't know if that's the correct term for what I'm about to do, but you got it in there.
No.
Oh, here it is. The world's greatest tool. You need one of these in your life. So, let's press that along. Alright then. So my plan, Ian, is just to pry that back for you,
Yeah.
so that you can get that in. It doesn't really matter if it sits over this, does it? Time to time, me and Ian have got different opinions on how to cope with this. So what's your plan, Ian?
Is to cut down there.
Do you want to bring the carpet here so we can all see it? Now then, my plan is quite simple. Yes. It turned into madness here, guys. No room to work with. Right, if you lay that down on here.
Yep.
Now I need spoon pen.
Pens of hair.
Got a big pen. Like that. And then scissors.
Scissors.
Oh, I've got a pair here, look. That'll do. You'll do. Not a very good pair, but that'll do. So we take that bag off a second.
Yep.
So my plan is to cut this out into that shape. And then because this is a lot easier to manipulate, we'll use this as a stencil for where the controls are. Then we can cut the appropriate holes for the controls, and then hopefully that'll be. So my job. Well, the theory to this, Ian, is quite simple. Ian, I need your help.
Oh, yeah.
Get in there. So this is an exact kind of replica of the carpet. So you stick it up there like that. Now, get that right up behind the headboard, like the carpet will be. So that's how it would be. Isn't it? Now what we need to do now is I must admit, this isn't making life any easier.
Yeah, you can't do anything like that anyway.
To be honest with you, YouTube, we did turn the camera off for this bit because there was lots of swearing involved. And you know what? Here comes a little bit of a rant. Okay, it's a good rant. Listen to this, because this, honestly, I think is a lot of people's problem. Now, I'm a guitar teacher. Where most people go wrong with the guitar is they think they're going to be perfect from the word go. You've got a whole life to be perfect at things. Now, this is our first attempt to fit in a carpet. This was a massive struggle. So now that I get out to the classic car meetings and stuff, I'm going to be asking the question, how did they fit their carpet? And who knows, eventually I might decide to redo ours. But for now, Ian, would you say, however we've done it, we've got it in?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and what I'm referring to down here is these foot controls. Getting these in has been interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have had to cut down the middle. We're going to hopefully have a seamless join in a minute. And we've got this other gear stick bit that's going to cover most of this part here. So you won't even see it. And let's face it, who's looking down here when you drive the car?
Well,
No, exactly. And even as it's not even glued in right now, it looks better. So I think we should just give ourselves the benefit of the doubt with this, Ian.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Did my rant make sense? Sometimes, if you're new at stuff, you just got to suck a bit. Yeah, you know what I mean? I've never fitted a carpet in a car before. To be fair, I don't think it's going too bad.
No.
You know, it's certainly a lot better. Should we compare it to the old carpet?
Oh, amazing.
Right, hold the phone. I'll go get it. Is what was in there. I mean, it's just manky and knackered. You know, and if you compare this to that looks a lot better.
Better.
That looks like a nice car.
Carpet. Yep.
And here we are in the future. We're back. Okay, there's been quite a frustrating thing to do, really, is the carpet, but I don't think we got a bad result. It's all in, and as I said, we're not going to go too crazy on pinning this bit down just yet, because I want to put some underlay over those, and I've got a few other jobs I want to do. We will have to get a nail and locate where the bolts go into to here to hold the seat frame in. I've got to order myself some of these. This holds the seat in, but as you can see, these ones are a little worse for wear, so I'll be ordering 4 new ones, and then I'll show you how I'm going to locate those in. Basically, what I'm going to do is use a burner and a socket to make a nice singed hole so that these fit in there quite nicely. And as you can see, it's not totally permanent at the moment. This still needs fitting down, but underlay really needs to go underneath here. So all of this so far is loose. Really, the only bits that we've actually kind of glued in are the edges. All that's been put in. All this has been glued in. And yeah, we're going to be into starting to have a look at this upholstery. Ian, look at that.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
It's good.
Don't look too bad, does it?
Yeah.
I know you guys are thinking probably the blue's a bit weird. At the time, that's all we could get our hands on. And it will do for now, won't it?
Yep.
This part Ian spraying here is the plinth that goes underneath this foam bit here. And that actually hooks itself onto this part there. So that seat should sit in there nicely. Now, none of these are actually glued yet. We're just sort of having a little look, seeing how it will look. But I think we're definitely pressing on. So that's episode 1, Ian.
Oh, yes.
That's episode 1. Interior nightmares. What's next? Will be the fabrics going on. And remember, we've got to fit the door cards yet. So I've got just over here. Mind your back, sir. It's lovely and warm in here, Ian. Yeah, we have these. So these are all the door cards. So I'm going to have to locate where the door handles and things go, so that this can be fitted. Hopefully next weekend. Don't know if we'll get that far this year,
no.
but it'll be something like that.
Yeah.
For now, I think that's a wrap, Ian.
All right.
Yeah, a short little episode, but hopefully this gives you an idea of how things could look in the future. As you can see, that looks nice and tidy now. Well, it's very dark, but yeah, a lot smarter. Do you like it, Ian?
Yeah, I like it.
Good colour choice. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't see anything else working, to be honest with you. I think black's kind of a neutral colour, isn't it? So
Yeah.
anything goes. Cool. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I think we've reached a point where we want to stop. I think the car, I mean, it's now got a carpet in it, Ian. There's something, isn't it?
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
Now, this weekend, me and my partner took me to the Milestones History Museum to have a look around, and I absolutely loved it. However, it made me realise how important this is, because everything in that museum has now, well, it's the end of its days, really.
Right.
They'll never run again, all these trains and cars and stuff. That's it for it. But this car is still working after, you just said 69 years.
69.
69 years, and it's looking like this, even with a pair of idiots like us. Well, they're one idiot, and then actually, to be fair, he's been pretty good today. He's been fitting the carpet. He surprises me sometimes. Yeah, thank you very much, Ian.
That's all right.
Appreciate the help. Don't leave me hanging there, dude. Yeah, if you haven't gone ahead and liked the channel yet, please do go ahead. It really, really helps us. And if you want to subscribe, it will help us get away from the 340 curse that we seem to be under. For the last 2 or 3 months, it's been going 342 down to 338 and backwards and forwards. Come on, get subscribing. We're not that bad. But yeah, for now, guys, that's it. And I'll try and do some photos on the way out and show you all the parts that we've been working on. And next week, hopefully, we'll be into trying to fit the interior. Now, personally, and just one more little rant. This has been called Interior Nightmares with a reason. Do you remember when we picked up this leather?
Yeah.
I said at the beginning of the episode, I basically got scammed. Part of me doesn't even like seeing it.
Right.
You know, it was a real nuisance. I had to get police involved and all sorts because somebody thought they'd take my money and go do drugs. Go do drugs with it, basically. But all's well that ends well. We got the seats back and I got my interior back as well. And I'm hoping in the future that someone will introduce themselves to me that knows how to do this a lot better, and I can get my wallet out and pay them, or show me how to do it properly. But for now, that don't look too bad. I can see a little glimmer of it in there. At least it's not covered in holes. And we showed you what the originals looked like earlier. You know, that's an awful lot better, isn't it? And we've got nice black carpet in there. I think one of the areas that I am going to start pressing into after this will be the engine bay. I would like to get this painted, but one thing at a time. For now, guys, that's it. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye. Bye.